we actually collected some questions that is related to meditation and talking about different aspects. And the first question I decided to kind of start things off here is talking about what does meditation mean to you. And me as a layman, I would consider meditation as being more grounded with yourself and understanding more about being at peace with yourself. Because nowadays that can be really difficult with work and this type of like online space and society. So yeah, Taisiya, what does meditation mean to you?
To me, meditation means that it's a chance and a tool for me to reconnect to myself and find my purpose and experience me as a human being who is having an experience in this lifetime. Also, I use meditation to really get more centered and more connected to the rest of the world, because it's not just me, we are all connected, and our experience is very much more rich when we feel that we're not separated, we are one old amazing system that makes all of what we're experiencing possible.
Yeah, I actually really believe in that aspect as well, like how people are connected in that space, because that kind of mantra is also helpful, you know, because naturally you become more selfless and you think more about as a group and not just always about yourself.
Yes, you kind of want to serve rather than just serve your own needs.
Yeah.
You want to serve everybody else and create more kindness and more peace in the world and make this place better for everyone.
Right. Okay, now talking about one of the biggest searched questions that is related to meditation is why we made this video in the first place, which is talking about, can meditation help with stress and anxiety? And because of how things are now, more and more people are dealing with anxiety, like how you were talking about helping your company have that initiative. For me, it's like the first thing that I do when I wake up is like I check my phone, and there's always like a million messages on there and all these different icons. So yeah, can meditation help with stress and anxiety?
Absolutely, I believe it can. It does help me, and it does help my coworkers that do that weekly with me. And to try to explain how it works is when we are stressed, that means we're triggered and we feel like things are kind of outside of our control. Like you mentioned, you wake up, you take your phone and you start checking your messages and you're bombarded with the news and the stock market and all these different friends who are trying to reach you before you even had a moment to actually wake up and, you know, remind yourself that like I'm here, like I'm just waking up, right? And already it's more like more than 100 people walk through your door in front of you before you even woke up. So just, you know, I feel that we are triggered so much, and that's why we're so stressed, because we are demanded to be on these devices quite a lot. Then we have a lot of demands at our work, right? We need to perform, and then we have a lot of economic responsibilities as well, right? We need to pay our bills, and you know, a lot of it is all connected and is resulting in stress in many people. And definitely, yeah.
And I think that's actually a really good analogy, like talking about how the moment, like before even you get started, there's already a lot of people going through your door. Cause sometimes it feels that way, like with all the notifications.
And it's not natural, right? Like nowhere in our human history people used to experience that, so we're not really built for that. It's pretty artificial to a human mind.
Definitely. So it's good to hear, you know, that it definitely can help you in terms of dealing with stress and anxiety, because we're not really built for that one.
Yes, just to mention quickly, the way meditation works is that you start breathing and focusing your attention on your breath. And once that is happening in your body, we have something called vagus nerve, which is responsible for digestion and cardiovascular aspects, also as respiratory aspects in our body. So once vagus nerve is positively triggered, all that system in you become more balanced, and that helps not just to release stress, but also it helps for your body to not act anxious every time you feel stressed. So that is kind of like a practice that you can do to teach your mind and teach your body to disconnect from the thoughts and triggers around you and find a better, more balanced and peaceful state of mind where you feel healthier in your body and in your mind as well.
Where is the vagus nerve?
It's basically in our brain.
Oh, so like somewhere
yes,
here.
Somewhere in here, yes.
Cool,
Definitely.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay. That's definitely pretty interesting because I'm pretty sure usually with all the responsibilities that we have, that wouldn't be firing, that nerve wouldn't be working. So like by meditating, it can actually help, like it puts us in that position to have it.
Definitely, yes. And also when you breathe, you allow oxygen to enter your body, and oxygen is essential to life. Even in emergency rooms, when doctors get their patients in very hard conditions, the first thing they ask is the patient breathing? Because this is the number one factor for human body to, continue functioning, right? So that oxygen is essential to us. And when we inhale, we allow that oxygen travel in our body, and it helps healthy cells reproduce. And also on the exhale, when we exhale carbon dioxide, which gets stuck in our body, creating, like unhealthy balance if we don't exhale carbon dioxide. So it's also, there is some biological sense to it, and yes, it will definitely will help your body reproduce healthy cells.
Right.
Process.
Yeah. The next, we can segue to the next question, which is very commonly asked on Google, and it is talking about meditation apps. And I've definitely seen advertisements on it. I've seen ads on Instagram, Reddit, Facebook, which is like, I think Calm is like one of the most popular meditation apps out there. And yeah, I was really curious about, because nowadays I'm really scared to get any new app, whether it's free or not. It's like I already have so many, right? So that's why I think one thing I was curious about is, do you think it's worth it to use a meditation app, or can you actually just do it yourself and like that?
Steven, I think it depends on every person. I believe that it is good to have a meditation app when you're just starting out, when you don't really know how meditation works, what are you supposed to do, is it just you sit and breathing, like what are you supposed to feel. So I find that meditation apps help you to get started and get in touch with different instructors, that different meditation leaders who guide you through different types of meditations. And I believe that will help you to find the style of meditation that will work for you. And then once you are more comfortable with doing that style of meditation that you enjoy and like, you can slowly transition into doing it on your own eventually. But I think it's a good way to start, and it's a good way to keep yourself accountable and actually do it every single day, because you will have that there, and it's definitely a healthier app to download than any other app on the App Store, in my opinion.
That's a good point, yeah. That's true. Like we often, the apps that I use the most is like all the social media apps, or like Simple.
Yeah.
And those are all like, those aren't really helpful.
No, they're just creating more issues in our tissues.
Yeah, exactly. So
yes, I just wanted to mention I really like Insight Timer app. I have used Calm for a while, and then I switched to Insight Timer.
Yeah.
They have a really good variety of different instructors and different styles, and they even have like live meditations that you can try once you're on your phone.
Wow, live as in
Like actually it's happening like right
Right
now,
there.
like a Zoom call.
Oh,
you know,
cool.
where it's-
And is that app free?
It's a free app, and then you can have some meditations are free, and then you
Yeah.
can pay some subscription if you want to go into more instructors and other more styles.
Cool, cool.